I'm very angry because you don't get your lick back. Is the it,
I've been sitting in my car for the last hour or so, just trying to process the last couple of days. And forgive me if I don't have the energy. It has been really troubling. I just came here to announce my official divorce from the Democratic Party. And you're talking to a guy who's been voted Democrat since I was 18 years old. Up until recently, I've been changing how I vote, but still carrying the label, I'm the type of guy who doesn't jump ship. I try to be the voice of reason within the ship to try to steer it back to a true north. But this party has lost its way. The Democratic Party, let's be honest, has become demonic and barbaric. And I, as a Christian, can't be a part of that anymore. Look, I'm a proud and beautiful black man. I love being black. I love my skin, everything that comes with it. I was a proud Democrat. I remember they used to stand for the right thing. But before I'm beautifully black, before I am a member of any party, I'm a born-again Christian. I'm a born-again Christian, and the Democratic Party right now doesn't represent my values, my ethics, and I can't support the barbarism and the divisiveness that they've been engaged in. I mean, we could run down the list, guys. As recently as yesterday, because of the rhetoric that the Democratic Party has been spewing for the last 10 years or so, has been so extreme and so just over the top. That rhetoric resulted in a man who was professing his love to Jesus to strangers and having open and civil dialogue, something we all should celebrate. I don't care whether you agree with his opinions or not. His opinions weren't coming from an evil place. He just wanted to talk. And he was assassinated for it. In front of his loved ones, in front of his family. And now 2 children don't have a father because a man just wanted to talk. A wife doesn't have a husband because a man just wanted to talk. I can't be a part of a party that did that. A party that fostered that. I can't. And you guys can run around acting like you're apologetic and you're sorry, but I know deep down inside you're not. I know you're not. I have heard your rhetoric for too long. My wife said that when somebody shows you who they are, you got to believe them. And man, she's so right on this. I believe in who you are right now. I can't support a party that coddles criminals and vilifies victims. I can't. I just can't. 800,000 men and women get up every morning. We're not perfect, but we do the best we can to protect people and keep people safe. And because you guys have bought into a dangerous ideology as it relates to law enforcement that puts criminals on a pedestal and makes them the victims and calls the victims racist for wanting justice, that goes against the Bible. That goes against the gospel, because in the gospel, the Bible says God hates when the innocent are persecuted. And he hates when the guilty goes free. But that's what's happening. And the guilty keeps going free over and over and over again, resulting in the murder of a poor young lady on the train. It doesn't matter her color. She didn't deserve that. But if you're in the color, guess what? A few days before, a young black woman was murdered by a man who shouldn't have been here. I can't support a party that doesn't put its people first. I can't support a party who purposely and willfully broke the borders for power. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't about caring about people from other countries. It was about power. And they broke the border. And they let some people in here who shouldn't have been here, who hurt Americans, who hurt cities, who took over apartment buildings. Breaking the border caused more human trafficking. Hundreds of thousands of kids were trafficked. We don't even know where some of them are still. Fentanyl was able to come through, and you empowered the cartels to spread fentanyl throughout our country, killing hundreds of thousands of people every year. I can't support that as a Christian and as a man. I can't. See, as a man, I'm a protector. I believe in protecting, and the Democrats fail to protect Americans. You can't argue me down on this. You can't. I can't continue to have the Democratic label. Can't hold that for a party that wouldn't even stand for a 13-year-old black child who survived cancer, or parents who lost their children to people who shouldn't have been here. I can't be a part of a party who engaged in silencing millions of Americans, violating their constitutional rights. I don't care what you say, that's what they did. They work with big tech to silence millions of Americans on a myriad of issues. That's the most un-American thing I've ever seen. And they got away with it. People who some of their opinions you may not have agreed with. Some of the opinions, disgusting. But many of the opinions were rooted in logic. They were rooted in sound logic. And you canceled them, you banned them, you kicked them off platforms so you could dominate the mic. I can't support a party that supports affirming children mutilating themselves while they're in a state of confusion. Look, if you turn 18 and you want to do that, let me tell you something. That's your business, and I'm still going to love you no matter what. But when a child is developing and growing, for God's sakes, why would we engage in barbarism against them? Why would we give them pills to alter them? Why would we do that when they're still growing and developing physically and mentally? I can't support that as a Christian man. I can't do that. I can't. So I can go on and on, guys. I can go on and on. And I'm not saying all Democrats are like this. I'm not saying all Democrat elected officials are evil or demonic. But for many of you who know I'm right, to sit there and be silent while this party spreads such divisive rhetoric, such hate, and then they have their pundits doing the same, and now everybody's washing their hands like, oh, we condemn violence in any form. What the hell did you think was going to happen? What the hell did you think was going to happen? When you keep calling half of the country Nazis, deplorables, racist, when you emotionally hijack people on college campuses where they can't reason or think. They can't think. They don't see people. They see something to hate. And over time, it inspires people to try to kill the other side. I can't. I saw you weaponize the justice system against one man because you wanted power. I had never seen one man go through so much. Whether you like the president or you hate him, I don't care. The one thing we should, as Americans, should agree on was that shouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened to anybody else. But I watched you guys abuse the justice system because you wanted power so badly. no, as a black man and as a Christian, I can't support the Democratic Party anymore. You got black people dying all over this country due to violent crime, and you're fighting the president who's trying to stop it from happening. You may not like how he's doing it, but man, he's proven it works, and you don't want to work with him to save more lives. As a black man, that bothers me. So, I am sorry for going so long. But until the Democratic Party gets their head on straight, I don't want to be associated with you anymore. You can call me an independent. You can call me whatever you want. But I can't do it anymore.
How is it that a Muslim country has more respect for a Christian political activist than the Christian country that the person is from? I'm a professional volleyball player currently living in Turkey, and I went to my coach today and told him that I'm honestly not in the best mood and probably won't be very vocal in practice because a political figure that I care for very deeply passed away. That he was murdered in front of his family and supporters, and it's been hard for me. He said, I've heard about that. I'm really sorry. I understand. I thought that was going to be the end of it. Normally in practice we have music, and he came up to me and he said, do you want us to turn the music off? Thinking I didn't want to make how I was feeling on everyone else, I said, it's up to you guys. Without a second thought, he told the other assistant coach, turn the music off, no music for this practice. And that touched me beyond words. How is it that a Muslim man that does not support Charlie Kirk, that does not have the same ideological beliefs and values that he does, can understand respecting someone who has passed, can understand the heinous and violent act that was done to him in front of his family and loved ones and say, you know what, Sheridan, we're just not going to play music today. But newscasters in America can't pipe down for 2 seconds. Political people wanted to use his death in order to get their points off about gun violence, this, that, and the other. I'm not a political channel and I won't become one, but I have to say, if that does not wake you up, that people of other faiths, with Charlie has said that he does not agree with, can show more respect than a country that proclaims to have the faith he proclaims, we have a problem.
Please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. Shh. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
I am done. I am not going to vote Democrat anymore. I did leave the left because I was getting sick and tired of their behavior. But I was considering myself to be in the center. No. Whoever did this just fucked up. And I'm seeing a lot of people who were on the left say that they're no longer going to be on the left anymore. I still have my same beliefs. I still support the communities that I support, and I will still vote for people who align with those beliefs, but it's not going to be a Democrat. I'm done. You guys are disgusting. The shit that you're saying is fucking horrible. You should be extremely ashamed of yourself. You're supposed to be the party of empathy. Where the fuck is the empathy? I'm done. And as always, you guys, to my followers, have a great day. To the people who are saying this horrible, awful shit, have the day you deserve. Bye.
Wait, don't scroll. I wanted to come on here and talk about the death of someone I looked up to, Charlie Kirk. And I wanted to say that it is disrespectful how people are making Fortnite memes and talking bad about him like he was a horrible person. All he did was have boldness in his faith with Jesus Christ. Like, you guys are so mean to people just because they have beliefs. We, as Christians, we respect you for your beliefs, but we tell you what's wrong and what's right, righteously. But you do not need to be making fun of him because a tragedy has happened. That's all I want to come on here to say is it's blatantly rude and disrespectful to be talking about someone's death like he's just a piece of trash. He has a family, he has kids, he has a wife. You guys want someone to respect you if you got shot, right? If you passed away, you would not want anyone to be talking bad about you. And I saw a video, I saw someone making fun of his wife too. Like, that's just horrible and rude. And today is a very special day to me because I hit 14,000 followers, but I don't even want to celebrate that because I just feel guilty that someone I looked up to passed away. And I'm still able to be on this earth. That's how grateful you have to be. So just stop making fun of him and just go. Like, just stop making fun of him. It's not even funny at all.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all gotta be a different type of sick to be celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, bro. That's crazy to me. Like, you don't gotta agree with anything bro say. I made a video about not agreeing with what he said on Juneteenth. That don't mean I think he deserved to lose his life, though. Every page that's posting Charlie Kirk's death is flooded with comments celebrating it. It's flooded with comments saying, I'm going to the store, y'all need something. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, the world we live in right now is just, it's different. I just never seen death be praised, everybody be so desensitized to stuff like that. Like, just because you don't agree with somebody does not mean that this person deserves to lose their life. That makes no sense at all. You don't have to agree with anybody, but he was still a great father. He was still a great individual. He just had different views, different political views. That's sick, bro.
Charlie Kirk sent me a direct message, and I'm going to show you what it said. This is almost 6 years ago exactly now, as of this video. I had not spoken to him in person or on social media. He started the conversation. You know what he said? 3 words. You are terrific. Now, bear in mind, this is back before I was blessed with the followership I have now. I had fewer than 10,000 followers on Instagram, very small Facebook presence, wasn't even on TikTok at the time. But the fact of the matter is, this young man, this leader of Turning Point USA, reached out to me and saw something I had done. And he felt so moved that he reached out to me himself to encourage me. And then he went a step further. He invited me to the BLS, which is the Black Leadership Summit Turning Point USA was putting on in Washington, D.C. I told him, transparently, I was in between jobs and didn't have the money to fund my trip. He told me that they had scholarships available and to email him directly and he'd be able to take care of it. I did, and that's the story of how I got to be a part of the Young Black Leadership Summit, which was instrumental in springboarding me to where I am today. Now, I share that story because he didn't have to do that. And if he was a racist person, why would he do that? I'm so tired of people being besmirched by the tired liberal lie that anyone they don't like has to be some sort of racist. And I'm not immune to this. They call me racist myself. Of course, it's ridiculous on its face, but this is the nonsensical nature of your average leftist. They really want you to believe deep down Charlie Kirk hated all black people. He saw the best in everyone. He saw in me something I didn't even quite see in myself at the time, and he chose to encourage me. That is why I will literally and metaphorically pick up that mic and continue the work that he started, because I myself and many others are tired of being slandered and maligned by individuals who have nothing to sell us but fear, panic, and lies 24/7. I had to share that story with you. I thought about keeping that to myself, but the more I see him being typecast as some sort of evil person, the more I cannot be silent, and I hope that you will not be silent as well. It is time for action like never before. It is time for voices to rise like never before, and I hope you will join me in that effort. So that is the real Charlie Kirk, the one they don't want you to know, but the one I will continue to remember and honor with my actions into the future. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully you share, and hopefully you get busy as well, because we all have microphones to pick up, and we are all Charlie Kirk.
So when I learned about what happened to Charlie Kirk today, it was like a punch in the gut. Because like Charlie, I'm a Christian, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Even though he might not have known it, his movement had a big effect on my life. I've been invited to several of his company Turning Points events over the last several years. And the first time me and my wife went to one of the events, we were blown away because we didn't realize how big the conservative movement was until we went to a Turning Point event. And we realized how much we're not alone, and that there are thousands of people who hold some of the same beliefs that we do, that want the best for our country the same way we do, that want to see God and Christian values be put at the forefront of our country the way we do. This young guy, Charlie Kirk, was at the forefront of this massive movement, this juggernaut of a movement. So when I learned about what happened to him today, it really broke my heart. I thought about his wife, his children, his close friends, and all the young people whose lives he's helped and affected. So I started to pray for peace that surpasses all understanding for all of them. I started to pray that the Lord comfort them. And as I was praying for them, I started to get peace about it, because I realized what the enemy meant for evil, the Lord will turn around for his good, and the Lord will be glorified through this. He will get the glory. I think that this is going to awaken many Christians to be more bold about their faith, to stand firm on their beliefs and who they are, and be proud to represent Christ no matter the cost. See, Charlie Kirk planted a seed in thousands and thousands of the next generation, and now that he's gone, now that they've made a martyr of him, that seed is only going to grow. It's only going to get bigger. So I want to say God bless Charlie's family, all of his loved ones, all of the people who loved him. He was an inspiration to a lot of people. Charlie Kirk was a fearless warrior, and he inspired others who are going to make the movement even bigger. As for me, this is going to make me more bold in my faith, make me continue to stand up for the truth and what's right. May God get all the glory.
Today has been one of those days, guys. So, for those who don't know, today is my birthday, September 10th. And, of course, you guys know what happened. And it's been difficult to finish up the day. I hope you guys can wake up. Those Americans who call themselves independent or, oh, I'm just Switzerland, I'm just neutral, I'm not into politics, wake up. Wake up. You can't keep putting your head under the sand and pretending you don't see what is going on. Those creators on the left rejoicing that we lost a patriot. Your day is coming. Malipo ni duniani. The payment is on earth. I was hoping he was going to pull through, but I wish I had not seen that close up. For any of you rejoicing and saying, yeah, good, he died doing what he did, he loved doing, just know he's in heaven right now. He died for his beliefs. More than you can say about yourselves, you cowards. You cowards who hide behind a keyboard and make threats all over the place because you're so hateful. You're no Americans. You're no liberals. You don't love this country. You hate anyone who loves this country. As conservative creators have gotten banned, death threats, cancelled. We're sitting here wondering, should we just back down? Is it that unsafe? We have to back down? No. No, because that's what they want. You guys keep asking me, oh, what changed? Oh, well, you used to be so apolitical and now this. It's because of this behavior from the left. They say you're hateful while they display the hate. They call you a Nazi, well, they're the ones who are acting like Nazis. They rejoice when people are crying. Those are demons. Those are not human beings. Democrats don't love this country. And you who say you don't care about politics, you better wake up. This is your wake-up call to see what's really going on. I am so sick and tired of these radicalized lefties who hate this country and everyone who stands up for it. This is a man with a wife and children. I don't care how you felt about him. You don't get to rejoice. America, wake up. Wake up. This is not about politics anymore. This is about good and evil. Not red versus blue. Wake up.
Watching that video of Charlie Kirk, I'm not a crying man. But I just can't believe this. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. We fight so much on this app. We fight so much on this internet over just frivolous things that's so unimportant, and there are people out here trying to kill us and we still try to kill each other. They just shot this man in front of the whole world. I can't even look at the camera, bro, because I'm gonna get too emotional about this, bro, but we just gotta stick together, man. That man is an American hero. If they can do that to him, they can do that to anyone. And they will. This is one of the most significant assassination attempts since MLK. This man changed America in ways that he never gets the credit for. I mean, we can credit us even having Gen Z millennials, and any generation after completely to Charlie Kirk. Thanks to him. This man is an American hero and a God-fearing man. And we all might have some distant differences, but it's time to let them go. It's time to let our differences go. Because I regret for the last things that we say about each other. Not be a positivity, love, and motivating each other to be good, motivating each other to stay safe. But to play into drama, to play into beef, just for clicks, it ain't worth it, man. This is real life. This internet stuff, it ain't worth it. I'm praying for this man. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I feel so defeated. I'm just praying. I mean, I love all of y'all. We just got to stick together. We have to stick together, pray for that man family. We got to be there for him. We got to let our differences aside. We got to. God bless everyone.
What are we doing, you guys? I'm not saying what are we doing, but I'm talking about Charlie Kirk. The person who is trying to educate a generation of people has been shot on live television. If you guys could see the stuff on X right now, at this point, the Democratic Party should be viewed as a terrorist organization. The stuff that we're seeing in this country is not normal. It is an awful video. There's no way he survived that. There's no way he survived that. The Democratic Party is a terrorist group. They are a terrorist organization.
It has just been announced that Charlie Kirk has been pronounced dead. Liberal Looney Tune motherfuckers that's out there trying to prove something. They can't appreciate greatness. Bunch of weirdos. Liberals are the only ones that incite violence and have been inciting violence the last decade. Why did y'all do this? Why? The man did not do anything but educate. Family man, 31 years old. The way you took him out was uncalled for. Then you got people on the internet right now jumping in joy because of this. You all disgust me. You disgust me.
Hey everybody, this is your boy Jamal. I'm just doing this before I take off and leave. Please stop saying this is rhetoric on both sides. Stop it. Real quick. This ain't rhetoric on both sides. Tommy Sotomayor assaulted conservative black man. Now Charlie Kirk assassinated. Every time Charles White assaulted, chased out. This isn't happening to Democrats. This isn't happening to liberals. Liberals can go where they want to go, any place they want. Nobody stops them and protests them from speaking on a college campus or speaking places. This is just conservatives that they target. So please stop the lie. This is both sides. No, this is not both sides. This is one side. The Democrat Party and liberals who cannot deal with someone of a difference of opinion. And if we want to stop this, make the FCC ban any network that allows people to call people Nazis, fascists, because they have a difference of opinion. When half of the nation backs you, you are not a threat to democracy, you are not a fascist, you are not a racist. When half of the nation backs you. And that goes for socialists and communists. If half of the nation back you with that crap, then you know what? That's not you. Stop the rhetoric. FCC, you can stop it.
You know, it's crazy. I've been speaking on this politics stuff for a while. You know, I don't have any whatever, but y'all shot Charlie Kirk. y'all are demanding war with the wrong party. We're not mentally insane. We're not crazy. We know what the fuck we're doing, and we know what the fuck we see. And y'all just shouting harmless Charlie Kirk because of words. But y'all want the Second Amendment gone. It's war. It's war. I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care what's going on. Oh, man, there's a war going on outside. Nobody's safe from. And I'm not gonna be the one that y'all. I'm not a victim. You understand me? I am a soldier, not fighting for y'all. Y'all shot my boy. We going. Trump, let's go.
So, the tolerant left strikes again. Charlie Kirk was shot today at a campus talking to young people, the future of this country. Now we gotta be done. I'm over this both sides stuff, because both sides don't do this. Both sides don't go around shooting people that they disagree with their political stance. Both sides didn't go randomly beating up people. And the little bit that they want to use over and over with January 6th, that was still even a setup. I know, because I was there. But we pray for Charlie, pray for his wife and his young children. And Charlie was there, man. He was there for people like myself, J6ers, who everyone else turned their back on. So many people turned their back on. Charlie was one who stood by us, would bring J6ers on to hear their story, took our names to the president himself. I'm always going to have love for Charlie and his family and what they do at americafirst, to sit there and celebrate conservatism and Republican values. The left can't have anyone who disagrees with them over there. And before anyone says, well, now you can't put it on everyone. Well, you know what? Until y'all clean up that side of the street, I don't want to hear nothing about what you think goes on the right. Clean up the side that is literally killing people. Clean up the side that's literally doxing people. Clean up the side that literally comes and they ransack stores and they beat people up just for having a difference of opinion. Y'all clean that up first, and then come talk to us about what we believe and what you think we're doing over here. Try that. Let's try that. And then we can move forward with what we may or may not have on our side of the fence. But this both sides stuff, it's over. It's done. There's only one side, the godless, the death cult, known as the Democratic Party. The media machine who's calling people fascists and racist over the last 10 years. Hollywood has been backing them up, and these Democratic elected officials like your AOC and your Maxine Waters and your Nancy Pelosi, even Joe Biden, when he was in there, calling American citizens and stuff. What do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen when you've been turning people up for 10 years? What do you think was going to happen? His blood is on all their hands. Pray for Charlie, pray for his family, pray for this country, and be done. Be done with this both sides stuff. Men, step up. Trust in God, and let's move forward.
I'm going to say this, and y'all may disagree, and I don't give a flying damn. Do you hear me? I don't care. But I'm going to say this. Charlie Kirk deserves a holiday. He do. Because you know what? He was so brave to go to those universities where so many other people was afraid to go speak politics because they was afraid of being shut down. He spoke on matters that so many people were afraid to speak on because they were afraid of being canceled. He spoke the truth. He spoke of life. And y'all don't like that. This man have taught me so much over the years, literally, that it hits home. Spoke so much of the truth, and y'all only wanted division. Y'all didn't want to take his words for the truth that it was. Y'all wanted to spin it to be of evil. This man deserves a holiday. This man died at 31 years old. His wife is mourning his loss. His children are growing up without a father. This man deserves to be known and continue to be known for generations for the work that he has done. May his soul rest with Jesus Christ. Charlie, we love you and we have appreciated everything you've done, and may your soul rest in peace. Again, this man deserves a holiday.
So breaking news, Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck. That was the last bastion. I can't be a liberal no more. You see the comments? I hope the gun is okay. The same people asking for moral decency. I cannot in good faith align myself with you guys anymore. I once had a headache. You'll be alright. Cause you don't agree with him politically? Okay. Whatever happens next, in retaliation, whoever did that shit, I hope they throw the whole book at you. The whole book at you. While I did not agree with his views, when you put violence in the middle of the equation, all this shit goes out the window. Everything that you stand for goes out the window. Who's next? Candace Owens? Take that shit as a warning. Stop doing the public panels, bro. Stop doing all that. Oh, what do you think about him? These people are insane. Oh, well, both sides are... No, these people are insane. Dude, things are going to get very... Do not speak politics at all in public. Do not do that shit. These people are unwell. Protecting dickheads stabbing Ukrainian girls in a bus. Protecting shooters just because they think they're the other gender. You people make me sick.
How they gonna go and kill the white Malcolm X? Huh? He was the only Caucasian person speaking facts to everybody. He didn't care who you was, what you look like. He'd bait you. Yep. How they gonna go kill the white Malcolm X? That's just toe up. Killing a man for educating.
The most demonic and terroristic group of people on planet Earth are liberal leftists. Again, the most demonic and terroristic group of people on the planet Earth are liberal leftists. And I think we have enough results in today's society to prove that theory true. God bless y'all. I love y'all.
We don't serve the same God. You don't serve the same God as me. Anytime you can get online and celebrate the death of a man who gave his unsolicited opinion just like you do. To fix your mouth and make jokes about this man losing his life. This man was a husband. This man was a father. But to sit up and laugh and make jokes about it when you do exactly the same thing that he does, which is give your unsolicited opinion that nobody asked you for. There's somebody out there that don't like you either. There's somebody out there that don't like your opinions. There's somebody out there who would do the very same thing to you. So to sit up and laugh at somebody who only gave their opinion, regardless of if you agree with it or not, thinking that it's okay for somebody to take that person's life and sit up and laugh about that, you don't serve the same God that I serve. A lot of y'all wonder why y'all life is so messed up and why you have the problems that you have. It's because you ain't got no God in you. You don't serve a higher power, and it shows. A lot of y'all are demonic. You have some evil spirits. I never listened to Charlie Kirk like that. I would see his stuff come across my timeline every now and then with his controversial takes, but I've never seen anything that he's personally done to justify somebody doing this to him. There's nothing to justify doing this to this man, regardless if you agree with his opinion or not. My prayers go out to his family. This is just a messed up situation, but it goes to show you just how far people will go when they don't like what you're saying.
Anybody, especially black people, that are saying Charlie Kirk was racist and was not for black people and did not know black people, I am 100% convinced that you have never sat through a full debate of his or watched any of his debates with a sound understanding. Black people are always so quick to want to be the victim of a situation that they can't thrive. And this is one of the things that Charlie Kirk was exposing to black people. We have such a cap on us because we think we're limited because we're black or because we're women and because we think our ancestors, whatever they went through, is still impacting us today. But we are not there anymore. Charlie Kirk wasn't saying that we didn't need or black problems didn't matter. He was saying, hey, you're not a slave anymore, and there are no more laws that are holding you back, saying that you can't do what a white person can do. You should get up and go and try these methods and become somebody. One thing we got to understand is life is hard. And we don't need handouts. Handouts is making people weak and sensitive. That's why this man was just killed over mere opinions. Having an opinion. This man never said nothing racist or hated or hateful towards black people. I followed this man very closely and watched many of his debates, and I stand in agreement with a lot of the things that he say. And I really, if I disagree with anything, it was so small I can't even think about nothing I disagree with. And I just hate that we are people who are so quick to be controlled by the word racism that just one little clip misrepresenting what somebody said is all we need to throw somebody under the bus.
Yeah, I'm so angry. I'm angry and I'm sad at the same time. Now, I did a video a few minutes ago saying that Charlie Kirk had been shot at Utah Valley University and he's in critical condition. And it just came out that he died. And condolences to Charlie Kirk and his family. But y'all, I'm so angry. I'm angry. I'm sad because this should have never happened. This country has become so divided that a person feel like they can take your fucking life because you don't agree with them politically, or you won't get in line and think the way they want you to think. Now, we all know Charlie Kirk didn't believe in transgenders and a man could be a woman and all that, and that's his fucking right. But you know, these people hate him so much because he got climate fucking six, because he believe in biology, because he believe in science, because them bastards love to say follow the science, and the science tell you either male or female. You either got an XX chromosome or XY chromosome. You either got an XX chromosomes in a vagina or XY chromosomes in a dick, and because he got common sense, they hate him for it. They hated this man because he said there was no systemic racism, because the only reason your ass ain't doing nothing in this country is because you lazy as fuck and don't want to get up and do it. They hate this man because of the way his views, but you know, they want everybody, the Democrats, the leftists, the progressives, want everybody to fucking get in line and believe what they want to believe, want them to respect them, want them to call them 103 different goddamn pronouns, but they don't want to accept your views on anything. And they have taken this man's life, stolen this man's life from his children and his wife, and I am fucking pissed. And before any of y'all motherfucking niggas come on my goddamn page, I'm like, oh, you crying over a white woman, bitch? I'm goddamn crying over a man who lost his life for his political views, and it don't matter to me what race it is. He's an American who should have never lost his life. Oh, if you got, I know some of y'all niggas finna come on my page with that bullshit. And let me tell y'all something else, because I'm sick of TikTok too, and I don't give a fuck if TikTok take my page down or what. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. But let me tell you something. If you're a woman, if you're a conservative, if you're a MAGA, if you're a fucking Republican, if you don't have a gun, you better go get one. You better go get one, learn how to load and learn how to go to the range. Because these motherfuckers y'all trying to play nice with, the left, the Democrats, the progressives, they not playing nice with you. They out here shooting to fucking kill. They're trying to take your life. It's either their way or no way. That's the way they see it because they've been so goddamn indoctrinated. But the Democrat is a fucking cancer. Cancer to this goddamn country. They're going to destroy this country. They are a fucking cancer, and I hate them some bitches. They love to talk about progress, but we regressing with that bullshit they're doing. They sitting up here got the children so goddamn dumb. These motherfuckers don't even know how to write in cursive, and they not teaching them to write in cursive because not knowing how to write in cursive, not knowing how to read in cursive. Them dumb motherfuckers don't know how to read their goddamn founding papers. They don't know how to read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all the shit in the cursive, and they can continue to indoctrinate these dumb motherfuckers. But somebody had the nerve to take this man's life because he didn't agree with him. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't fucking wake up and realize the Democrats don't give a fuck about this country, don't give a fuck about us, it's either their way or no way. Y'all gonna goddamn be lost in more than the sauce, and it is what the fuck it is.
I warned you people. All of you over on TikTok and your stupid fake book making these stupid videos celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I warned you. And now look what's happening. People in very high positions are losing their jobs left and right.
Fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my job. I was just fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my fucking job. Now I have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. Ah! 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 Ah!
This is amazing. Do you see what happens when we, the people, we, the citizens, we who have been the hunted are now the hunters? You are a ratchet son of a bitch if you make fun of this beautiful, blessed man who has done nothing but awakened the minds of young people to get them to think. They have had indoctrination ceremonies known as schools in common core schools their whole lives. You can't just be nice and coddle. You know, that's why they say, oh, you know, Charlie Kirk was hateful. He said hateful words. Nothing he said was hateful. He just got people to think.
Hi, my name is Quinn Pratt, and I like going around on the internet finding people making fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I go and report them to their employers so they get fired. And we got 5 more.
So I've lost my... No, I don't know. That's what I keep saying. I just don't know. It's not fair. No idea.
We have sent out over 300 emails to employers, and we have gotten now 15 confirmed fires. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Gabrielle from Illinois, you're fired. Lincoln from Utah, you're fired. Amanda, another Amanda, from Wyoming, you've been terminated. Suck it. Shasta from Washington State, your ass is fired. And Curtis, again from Texas. What the hell, Texans? What the fuck? Curtis from Texas, you've also been terminated. You're welcome. Now, truth being told, I've probably lost about 50,000 followers throughout all social medias while I'm doing this, but I would rather have every single one of my accounts hit 0 before I give in to these people. So if you want to try and affect me or affect my income by unfollowing me, I don't care. I would much rather go back to a 9-to-5 job than let this kind of shit slide. And I know for a fact that over half of this country agrees with what I'm doing. So hopefully they start finding me pretty soon. So go ahead and do your whole mass unfollowing and everything like that, because again, I would rather see all my accounts hit 0 than letting you guys try and bully me into not doing this anymore. And if you agree with what I'm doing, please hit that follow button. Counteract their mass unfollowing of me.
This outraged liberal completely lost it when Charlie Kirk hit him with one devastating question that she could not answer.
So what is a woman?
What is a woman is whatever you want to be.
So anyone can be a woman?
Yeah.
So do you get a period?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So, no.
Wow. Can you give birth?
No.
So a woman can be whatever you want it to be.
Hormones by themselves, you can actively change. By taking HRT, you can also stop taking the T suppressor.
But people are more than hormones. You have men with low testosterone, those are called white dudes for Harris. If I wear a disguise or a costume, do I become that thing? For example, if I dress with a sombrero and start talking with a Mexican accent, do I then become that culture?
No, because that's different race.
How is it different? Because you're saying that if you dress a certain way and you present a certain way, you can be as you think you are. Why can't I also just choose what culture I am?
Because you are born within a culture, you are born with.
But you were born as a man.
All right.
I was an old school Democrat. I will never vote a fucking Democrat ever. I was a Purple Party independent. You lost me. I'm all red now. When you celebrate and rejoice in the murder and assassination of someone who just was giving a different point of view than what you're used to in the fucking colleges these days, you are and will always be part of the problem if you're rejoicing in that. He was a family man. He just came and was respectful to everybody and was assassinated for it. It's fucking pathetic. And so has what the Democratic Party has become.
I have breaking news. We think that Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Hey, ooh, ah, ooh. Cut the music. Cut the music. In real talk, I am not truly celebrating that he got shot in the neck. I think it's really sad for his family because I know he was a father, and if he does pass away from this, hopefully not, hopefully so, that is not good because bringing kids up in a broken family is never good. And gun violence, again, I think we should go back to having this conversation and who's allowed to have access to these guns, because now public figures are getting shot left and right. I mean, it's not every other day, but truly, what a tragedy.
Man, look, it's crazy, man. I can't even go on the internet right now without the left celebrating the loss of Charlie Kirk. It's just mind-blowing to me, you know. Democrat, Republican, you can get online, you can say what you want, rap about what you want, post what you want, but when it comes to a man losing his life at 31, never seeing his wife or his kids again, and for you to take that and make it into something funny is crazy work. Like, I don't even see how anybody could be around you and you would feel that's acceptable. No Republican has posted anything that I've ever seen about a Democrat getting shot and killed. Like, you guys celebrated when you guys tried to assassinate Donald Trump. And this is what I see, videos like this. Speechless. That motherfucker said, gang violence. Poof.
Oh, when Charlie Kirk died. Oh my God.
When I saw the video of him getting shot, I said, oh, another one bites the dust.
So I got kicked out of another live. Then I got a death threat, then fucking blocked. So I might yell a little bit. With that being said, this message goes out to all you pendejos and fucking tortas. You fucking Carls and Karens, you fucking Day-Days and Felicias. The ones that are out here celebrating what happened to my brother Charlie Kirk. You stupid motherfuckers just created millions more Charlie Kirks. And the more you fucking celebrate his death, the more people are not gonna give a fuck about you or your fucking cause. Charlie Kirk was our brother. Charlie Kirk was one of us. And just to be fucking clear, we are Charlie Kirk. Do you think that we want to work with any of you anymore? No, the fuck we don't. You assassinated him in front of his wife, his kids, and I don't want to hear that bullshit. But Lou, I'm not one of them. Shut the fuck up. Then go get your side figured the fuck out and fixed ASAP. I don't want to hear fucking Trump's name in your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear Charlie's name in your fucking mouth. I want you to go unfuck the fuck out of your side. And if you can't unfuck them people, then fucking leave them. Do what the fuck I did and leave the fucking Democrat Party. Because in no way, shape, manner, or fucking form, what happened yesterday should never fucking happen. And if you got a problem with this, fuck you.
Loves the country, has a beautiful young wife and young children. He's got a family that's just starting. And again, we're now getting it from Just the News. We're getting it from Newsmax that he's passed away. Man, I don't get it. I use words for a living. I'm confused as to what to say about this. Is there anything to say at this time? I'm so sorry, brother. You want to stop?
No, it's, you know, he was such an incredible force for good in helping people to be able to look at the big picture and not to be distracted. You know, there's a million different distractions that keep you from thinking about what's really important and what we can do as a nation. You know, as a Judeo-Christian foundation, it teaches you to love your neighbor, not hate your neighbor, not cancel your neighbor, not assassinate your neighbor. We really need to get back to those basic fundamentals that helped to make us into a great country. We went from nothing as a nation to the pinnacle of the world in record time. That was not a coincidence. That was because of the things that we believed, including our faith in God and our faith and love for each other. If we can't get back to that, this is the beginning of a very dangerous downward spiral.
You might not like the truth, but I'll never tell a lie. Charlie Kirk is dead, assassinated, and before anybody starts pointing fingers, let me point them for you. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Hakeem Jeffries, AOC, Elon Omar, Tim Walz, Gavin Newsom, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Ayanna Pressley, Maxine Waters, Cory Bush, Elizabeth Warren, Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, Gretchen Whitmore, Katie Porter, Stacey Abrams, Desmond Crockett, and the rest of the demonic Democratic Party. You poured the gasoline, you guys lit the match, and you guys fed the fire. Turn political disagreements into dehumanization. Turn opposition into enemies, enemies into targets. Don't post your half-hearted thoughts and prayers. Do not pretend like you're shocked. This is exactly what your rhetoric has led us to. The Democratic Party wants to destroy America, and what happened yesterday will not go down in vain, but Democrats will not get away with this either. Nothing that this party can do from now on will have any weight or validity. That shit diminished yesterday. Oh yes, any credibility that any Democrat had yesterday went out the motherfucking window, because every time you called us Nazis, every time you called President Trump a dictator, every time you told your party that MAGA was a threat to democracy, you dehumanized half this country, and now somebody acted on it. Well, absolutely nothing that a Democrat could say from here on out can hold any weight whatsoever. Apologies are worthless, statements empty, and your party has been exposed. September 10th showed your mask slip. World got to see yesterday who's pulling the strings of the Democratic Party. The devil himself. There is no going back from this. And if you think that the American public is going to forget who led us here, then you guys have completely lost your mind. Didn't know Charlie personally, but it felt like a family member passed away yesterday. And I can only hope to use my platform and be as an effective communicator as he was. Love you guys, and as always, peace.
inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" Catch!
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the Senate! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far, and then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high. No.
With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down, because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
We're going to fight it in the streets.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist!
You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
Yes, the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. There will be news sometime, just so you know, there will be news.
But when did you accept Christ?
5th grade at Christian Heritage Academy.
What happened?
I remember, I heard a hot gospel, and I heard what happens if you don't give give your life to Jesus. And it's very important that when we share the gospel, the modern gospel is God has this beautiful, amazing, wonderful life for you, and if you give your life to Christ, your life will infinitely improve. That is somewhat true, but it's very misleading, because you're basically trying to sell people in Christianity of a life without difficulty, where the better way to teach the gospel is, here's the 10 Commandments. How many deserve you violate? Oh, you deserve to go to hell. And you probably will, unless you give your life to Christ. That is the proper way to evangelize. And so I realized the stakes. In 5th grade, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm a sinner, I'm selfish, I'm broken, and only thanks to Jesus' perfect sacrifice, coming and living a perfect life, that I did something I do not earn, but has been given to me, this free gift of eternity. I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.